Hey everybody, this is Michelle with Creative Operation, and I'm here today with a project that I wanted to share with you, and I did it as part of my hashtag paperstashsmash for December, and I just could not wait to share it with you. This is a really cool box project, and it was a kit. This month we have kind of a free choice, and I wanted to do a kit that I have been saving in my stash for a really long time. This was a Bow Bunny kit that I bought back in 2014, and it's a really cool project that I wanted to do. So I dug it out and I thought, well, this is going to be the year that I'm going to do this. So I finally got it finished up. Now I did not do it exactly as the directions say, and there was a couple reasons for that. Number one, because I never do anything the way I'm supposed to. But then the other thing is that basically I only had pictures to go from. The instructions say that there was instructions on this website, but I could not find them anywhere. So all I had was what was printed out, but basically, like, there was no other instructions whatsoever to go with this. So I kind of had to wing it as far as how to put the box together and all that kind of thing. So, but I did figure it out. And what I ended up ultimately doing was, I don't know if you remember from the last Paper Stash Smash video where I showed the kit, but it had some plain chipboard album pieces that you were supposed to actually use for the box. And then it also had the Bow Bunny album shaped. I don't know if you guys remember this or not. It was the cascading album. Let me dig this out for you. Yeah, it was this. This came in the kit. So it's the Edgy album. And it was in red, and you were supposed to use these for the pieces as well. Well, in the instructions, of course, that I didn't have, you were supposed to cut off the holes off the bottom and then, use them in this direction here. And then make the box to put them in. And the cool thing about this box is that they did it in such a way, and I'll take these out and show you, but there are dividers in here that kind of keep them separated. So you can see that they have like really nice separations between them. Lots and lots of room for embellishments and other things if you want to add to them. So I thought it was pretty fun. So here's the front of the box. Now in the instructions, it said you were supposed to, and let me show you this. Right here, this is the box top. You were supposed to cut this fancy thing out here, and I figured I was going to mess that up, but I did really like the file tab piece here, so I decided to keep that edge as is. And then on the front, I did use the chipboard stickers that came in the kit here, but they had a tree that was supposed to go here, a 3D tree. I didn't do that. I did add my own ribbon to the front, and then I did add this extra piece, and this came in the kit as well. There were the noteworthy pieces and some layered chipboards, and then some green ribbon. This was also supposed to have some jewels, but I didn't get any jewels. So what I did do was go through my stash, and I got my stickles out, and I used them on the front. And then I also went through my stash, and I had some graphic 45 feet that I decided to put on the bottom because I thought that would look really pretty. So I did decorate the front a little bit. I left the sides blank, okay? And then the back here, I'll show you the back. So again, I kept the file folder shape for that. And then there's this side. So let me take these out and I'll show you the inside of the box. It's really kind of cool. So I hope you can see this. So I did modify it a little bit. They had these accordions that were supposed to go on the inside sides and the bottom, and they were supposed to hold the pieces in. But when I made the accordions, of course, they're floppy, right? Because they're just accordions. So I ended up adding an extra piece and glued it to the inside here and here, and then a strip down at the bottom, and then I literally glued the edges of the accordion down to fit in here. So that made it way more sturdy. They're not going to go anywhere. And then they also, and I know this is really dark, but they also showed in the picture one in the bottom as well. So I basically made 3 of these and then put one in the bottom. And so then when you put your piece in, hopefully you can see this, that's what holds it up. And then it just goes into the groove in the bottom. It all matches up. And so it makes a really nice sturdy way to hold those pieces up. So you don't necessarily have to do that. If you want to keep those out and be able to, put way more stuff in here, you could. But the other thing too that I thought was that there's so much space in between, you could still put stuff in here and have lots of room for stuff. So anyway, that's kind of the inside of the box. They also didn't show anything on the inside covered with any cardstock. So I went ahead and used some red cardstock from my stash to kind of, you know, cover up the chipboard because I didn't like that. But that's what the inside looks like. So here's the box without anything in it. It's pretty big. Let me measure for you. This measures about 6 1/8 by 4 1/2, and then the sides, which are the shorter ends, they're about 6 1/8 inch tall. So it's a pretty good size box. It's pretty big. All right, so then I made the pieces here. So here are the album. So you were supposed to have an album like this. Again, I cut the circles off, or the holes, I should say, because we weren't going to bind it. And then use the pattern papers. And this one here, I goofed up and I cut it wrong. So I did add a strip here to make it. But then you use the papers that came in the collection with this kit, and you made little pockets and things. So with the noteworthy pieces, there were some tags. So I added those in here and made little pockets with the pattern paper, look like torn paper. So on this particular one, it showed the, you know, pockets that they made, and so I just cut the papers and did that. And then they also show to use some extra pieces of the paper and make photo mats. So I just did that. So there's the front of that one. Use the chipboard sticker here. Here's the back. So I fussy cut Santa and the little girl out, and I made that into a pocket as the directions, excuse me, showed. Added the star like it said, and then I added the chipboard piece up here. That was my addition. But then in the pocket here, you have these two tags. Now this one here, this tag here, I added another little tag to it, and then I added eyelets to them, and then I used the green check came with the kit, but then I added some extras too. So that's the back of that one. On this one here, it's just one full pocket, chipboard pieces from the kit, and then in here I added these. So this is a cut apart from the paper collection, and then this one was just a leftover piece. So I took one of the cut aparts from the paper and I added it here, and you could put a little picture over top of that. And then again, added an eyelet in that. So I did that. And then on the back side of this was how it was supposed to be. And then in this pocket, I added the tag, a 3x4 cut apart, and then this was an extra piece of paper. And then I added one of the die cuts from the collection on that. So those tuck in here. There's lots of room. There's just lots of room. This one was done as it showed, with making belly bands out of these ruler pieces that I cut out of the paper. And I don't know, they used something here and I couldn't figure out what it was, but I just grabbed this die cut piece here from the collection and put that there. So then I've got the two little pieces. This came from the die cuts and this was from the paper collection. So that tucks under the first belly band, and then that kind of makes a stopper. And then I made this out of an extra piece of paper, and again added one of the die cuts here, and just put that on there for a photo mat. And then on the back of this one, there's a long pocket, and I did that. Added the tag here, the reindeer, and as I'm seeing this, I realized I did not put any ribbons through those eyelets, but I will go back and do that. And then this one here has one of the pieces from the die cut collection in that pocket. And again, there's lots of room. I can add photos, do more photo mats, whatever. This one here, I did an angled pocket, kind of like it said to do, but I don't know what the dimensions were because I don't have the rest of the instructions, but it did say to put this little chipboard piece here, so I did do that with that beautiful buck. And then we have a little tag that I made, and this actually, these little flags came off the sides of here, so I repurposed them into kind of a pull for this tag here. And then this was a leftover piece of paper that I just added the die cut to. So I did that, and then, oh, and I did add this banner up here too, so you could put a date or something like that on there. Here's a pocket that was fussy cut out of the pattern paper, and then I added the die cut as it said, and then in this pocket, there's one of the die cut pieces, and then a piece of paper that was left over, and I really liked it because it said Joy in the bottom, so I wanted to keep that. So it's a nice little area where you could put a photo, you can do some journaling. And then back here, pocket. It's done almost the way it said to do it. I used a little bit different paper. It did say to put this scrap here, and then I did put this here and add a second pocket to it. So I did that. This was a die cut, and this was a little piece of paper that was left over with a die cut on it, and I just created a little booklet to pop in this little small pocket here. And then I added the chipboard sticker here, and then in the pocket, another piece of leftover paper with the Santa Claus on it. And then this was a piece of the pattern paper that was left over, so I just put that in the pocket too because I thought it was really pretty. I did add the date die cut here, and then on the back of this one, so I added, this one I totally did on my own, but I added another angled pocket with this piece from the pattern paper. It was a cut apart, added the Holly Jolly die cut, and then these two pieces in the pocket. So really fun to put together. Not happy that I couldn't find the instructions, but that's my fault because I should have done it when I bought it, and then I would have had them when I was ready to do it, right? I did on a couple of these, since they had holes in the top, I added some ribbon through the holes just to add a little bit more dimension with that. And that's what I wanted to share with you. So these just go back into the pockets. This first one, and it's kind of hard to do because my desk it's tall, but it just pops in the back in that last little piece there, and that holds that one up, and then you just kind of put them in like so, and those little things really keep that secure. I do like that I added the extra bit so that they can glue down, which was nice. It made it more secure than just a accordion piece of paper. So yeah, that's what I did. So I am super excited about that. Again, this was for hashtag #PaperStashSmash. Now I do have some papers left over. I have the solids that I used, that I picked out, left over. And then I have one bit of the chipboard left over. I have some die cuts and then some pieces that I cut out of the pattern papers left over. And then I have some scraps of pattern paper, and I have almost four sheets of cardstock left over. So I'm going to try and do something else with this. So it's not completely smashed, but I did get a good go on that. And so that's what I wanted to share with you today. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked the video. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll be back soon. So stay tuned, because pretty soon we're going to be doing our December overview of what we smashed in December, what our plans are for January, and also our plans for 2026. And we have a really cool couple of announcements for you. So stay tuned with the hashtag #PaperStashSmash videos, and I will see you again soon. All right, stay crafty, take care. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.